Hello. When I was young, I would get all heated and I didn't have control of my anger. I used to punch walls, broke my hand punching a wall once, um, punched through a solid plaster wall, not sheetrock, and broke my hand. And that was the end of my punching the wall days because I couldn't anymore after I broke my hand. And that was a good thing. You know, taught me restraint. You know, I was a teenager. I wasn't old. I was only a teenager. And a lot of teenagers go through that, young people are more prone to violence. That's why they're in gangs and do the things that gangs do. And, now I get heated once in a while now, but I really don't get heated. I mean, if I do get heated, it's like for a few minutes. It's not for a long period of time. Uh, I learned how to calm down, you know. It's just take a deep breath, leave the room, change what you're doing, do something else. All those things work, and realize that you're not in charge, and the guy upstairs is in charge. And when you go through a bad thing, it's a lesson. It's a lesson to learn. Something there is going to teach you something, you know. And if you don't learn it, you're going to have to do it all over again. Whatever circumstance you were put in, if you don't learn from that, like drunk driving. If you don't learn from your first DWI, you'll have two, three, four, five, or six until you get it down. But and some people never learn, and they have those people too. But I don't know. I'm awfully tired. I was up all night. I didn't sleep at all, and I have nights like that. I was on the computer. I was doing things, uh, but not videos or anything. Just I don't even know what I was doing. But apps, and I got a couple of new apps, and I was playing with them, seeing if they're worth the money and all that stuff. But you know, oh, sorry. Not that you bore me. It's just I haven't had one, and that's why I'm making the video now because if I wait any longer, I'll be sleeping during it. I don't want to do that. And my main, I've been hitting on violence for a while now because it's so prevalent in the world with the current war, and you don't hear about Ukraine anymore. Nothing about Ukraine. You don't hear about Palestine anymore. Uh, Nothing. And they didn't stop. It's still going on, but it's just not getting printed on the front page. So you think it stopped, and it didn't. Ukraine isn't free, and neither is Palestine. So and it's just when you stop talking about it, like Ukraine and Palestine, it kind of sends the message that violence works. Violence works, and it's the complete opposite. It's the paradox of the world. It's the complete opposite. It doesn't work. Russia and Ukraine are going to have bad relations probably forever, and then they'll never be one country. They'll never be a part of each other. It'll always be contentious. It'll be remember what you did or what you did to us. The Greeks still hate the Turks when they enslaved them, and To this day, if a Greek person meets a Turkish person, they look at them like they want to kill them. And that was a long time ago. But still, in their heart, it's what they did to their family, and they grew up hearing about it, and it was at the kitchen table every night at dinner and stuff like that. So that's why violence doesn't work, because it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. We're still talking about George Floyd. That was like a 20 minute thing. And it got so much violence. It came from that, all the riots and stuff. And, uh, it's just, and did they stop drug use? Did they stop counterfeit money? If he really handed over a counterfeit bill, if he did, I don't think he even knew it was counterfeit. So they had that too, and it's just it's sad. It's really sad, and what gets me mad the most is stupid people. Because if you're stupid, it's your fault. It's not your mother's fault. It's not your father's fault. It's your fault. There's libraries. Libraries are free, and most everybody has a library in their town. So don't tell me you can't get a book. Don't tell me you can't go on a computer. Don't tell me you can't learn. They have classes at libraries. They teach things that they don't normally teach in school. Um, it's up to you to better yourself. That's why I was up all night. I was up all night learning. You know, maybe I wasn't in a economics class or a biology class, but I was learning. And, you know, some of the stuff I learned I'll never use again. And some of the stuff I learned I'll never forget. But I was learning, and that's all I do is learn. 24/7, I'm learning. So, my problem is I work hard and I play hard. And when I play hard, I get in trouble. you know, when I work hard, I get in trouble too. But more when I play. Uh, I try not to play. I do my share. Not really though. I mean, I'm by myself. I have no family. I have no friends. So wherever I go by myself, and it's okay. I like it that way because I'm used to it. I'm used to it. And somebody else cramps my style. I don't need somebody else in my life to cramp my style. And you know, I'm not saying I had a girlfriend for 5 years. It's not that I can't do it. I don't want to. You know, she was more headaches than anything else. And when I started calling her a nag, that was the end of the relationship. It took a year, a couple of years after that to end. But once I started calling her a nag, that's was a nag, yeah, and that was the end, beginning of the end. So, you know, and she was a nag. I don't know. It's just I hate all the stuff that goes on, the Epstein file stuff, and all the sex and eating babies, and it's just it works on your soul. It works on your body and your nervous system in a way that you can't imagine. I mean, we weren't built for 24-hour news. We weren't built for that. We were built to sleep in a cave and get up and go out and catch lunch. You know, so we don't do that no more. And all the farmers have Parkinson's disease because all the pesticides they use. you know. So what goes around comes around. I told you, nobody in this world doesn't get what they deserve. So if you think you got it coming, let me tell you, you do. And it's coming when you least expect it and when you don't want it to come the most. You know, it's like you'll win a multi-million-dollar lottery and they'll arrest you for something you did 20 years ago. You know, so much for the lottery. So it's just ironic how karma gets you. You never know where it's coming from. And like I said, when you least expect it.